Y is inversely proportional to X. What does that mean? Well, first of all, it means if you were to draw Y against X, you would get this kind of graph. As X doubles, Y halves. Another graph you get that's really interesting is if you plot 1 over X against Y, then you get a straight line. And actually, Y is directly proportional to 1 over X. That's what inversely proportional means as well. So we can write down that Y is directly proportional to 1 over X, which is equivalent to saying Y is inversely proportional to X. And that means that Y, we've got a straight line here. It goes through the origin. So it's going to be, if we have Y equals mx plus c and c is 0, we're just left with Y equals mx, but we always write that as kx. In this case, it's k over x. I know I've spoken a bit about it at length about where this comes from, but it's really important to understand this, I think, because if you just learn it, you'll just forget it. Try and link it to the graphs and have this understanding. All right. So we're now given two conditions. Sorry, not two conditions. One condition, but two values on this graph basically. So we can substitute it in. 0.04 equals k divided by 80, and then we can work out k by multiplying 0.04 times 80. Now this is a calculator question, but I'm going to do it without a calculator because it's useful to know these methods anyway. I can basically divide the right hand one by 10 and times the left hand one by 10, so it becomes 0.4 times 8, and then I can see that I'm going to get 3.2. So we're nearly there. That's going to mean that y equals 3.2 divided by x, and therefore it says find the value of y when x is 32. We're going to get y is equal to 3.2 divided by 32, and that is going to be 0.1. That's our answer. I think you could do this without, learn this method. It's really important, and if you learn it, you can do the same thing every time. Actually, as well as learning it, understand why you're doing it. When you just have it inversely proportional to x, there is another sneaky way you could do it, and that is to kind of spot what's. Oh no, I don't really like this, but you can use the fact that, as I said before, as you double one, you have the other one. So, for example, if I have 80 to 40, then I would double my y to 0.08. I could then maybe divide it through by 4, and I could times this one through by 4 to give me 0.32. Maybe I could divide this by 5 to give me 2, so I have to times this one by 5, which would give me 1.6. And then I could see that I can times this one by 16 to give me 32. So I'm going to have to divide this one by 16, and that's going to be 0.1. And that's our answer. Now, to be honest, that method is more complex than the one on the left, to be honest. But it's if it's just proportional to x, you can use that. I would strongly advise you use this method in red there.